Hello guys, as many as you know, I posted yesterday that I was going to work with Erica yesterday. I worked with her from 9 a.m. till 4:30, and this is something that I wanted to share with you guys and just to document my life too. Is it was my first time breaking down crying working with Erica in person. It was kind of emotional by the last hour of working together. It was not her, it was me. Something triggered something inside of my brain, and I was already thinking about some things in my head, and it didn't tell anyone, like, for the last couple days. So that's been building up inside my body too, and no one was responding to me, and I just felt alone. So Erica was the person to go to talk to about everything. I trust her. She's a safe person to go to, and I know she has really, really good advice, and she's a really good problem solver. So I broke down crying. It was uncontrollable, and you just have to let those feelings out. Like, I couldn't hold my feelings in, and I had to use her to problem solve some things because it was just like a spiral of things out of control. And I started crying at like 3:30 p.m. and we were having deep conversations and talking. I'm not gonna go into detail. Um, and we were just talking, and then our shift was supposed to end at 4 p.m. and I was trying to be calm at 4 p.m. so I could leave, and Erica could tell I was not ready to leave at 4 p.m. Even though our shift was over on the scheduled time. So Erica said like, "Oh, you safe to drive home?" And I said I was fine. It was as I was wiping down my tears and saying, "Yeah, I'm fine," to act calm so I could be ready to leave. And then she made me stay because she could tell internally I was still upset and I was still angry. And it was 30 minutes of me calming down, talking with Erica again, seeing her dog, and being next to the fire. So it was just very overwhelming with emotions. And I don't regret being emotional. It's okay to let them see, my providers let them see how emotional I am. Therapy is tough again. No one can help me again with therapy. So again, I feel alone, and I'm glad all the conversations I had with Erica, we talked for like at least a good 5 hours. And her perspective and her life, like, she's a young provider and she's not a mom either. So it's good to relate to her on that stuff too. And I felt really appreciative that she joined my team almost 6 months ago. She cares about her job. She's passionate towards me and she wants the best for me. And she's not pressuring me to try new things. She's letting me grow at my own pace. And I just have to give a big shout out to her because I need someone that really can understand my emotions and how I feel and accepts me as a person. And I was happy to hear too because I'm just so grateful that she joined my team and I'm able to work with her a couple times a month for long days. She is just very patient in general with everyone, and I am glad we make a great team. And I just had to let my emotions out. I was literally breaking down crying and I couldn't control myself. I had to release that pressure inside of me. It was building up and I had no way to show or to show anyone how I was feeling because I was thinking things. I had so many thoughts in my brain a couple days before, and I did tell her before I broke down crying when we had conversations the morning time. But once one thing triggers, I spiral out of control in my own little loop of negative thoughts and how I feel as a person, and problem solving techniques that Sarah and Jenny and Erica does for me really helps me when I talk to them. So I'm glad that Erica was the one that I could talk to about everything. I can talk to her about everything. And I'm glad that she kept me safe and she didn't want me to drive home. And then I drove home. I arrived at like 5:30 p.m. at my house, and I made a little video call to her through text message, and it was a minute long about how I was feeling, and this is what happened. And then I also wrote an email an hour later after I arrived home, thinking about and reflecting of what happened. And then Erica responded to my email 15 minutes later, and she knew that was a trigger. And it was not her. Like, she didn't make me upset. She never makes me upset. I make me upset. I get frustrated. I have no way to show my anger out besides crying and hurting myself and being frustrated and yelling. So using a bad tone, that's the only way that I can really express myself. And Erica knew that I struggle with my emotions, and she knows I need problem solving help. So she was a good help, and I'm grateful that she saw me break down crying for the first time in person. That was the longest time I have worked with anyone without showing my emotions like that. And we talk about everything. We talk about experiences, and we relate really closely together. And that makes me emotional too, because I feel like she gets me. Just like my other providers, but she gets me in a different way because we're younger together. So I just want to give her a big shout out again, and I just wanted to document this. So, first time breaking down crying was December 5th, 2020 with Erica, and that was a Saturday, so just had to document that. Have a great day, everyone.